Okay, ladies and gentlemen, then with that in mind, we have already filled one spot for the Extreme Measures Fatal 4-Way matchup here tonight, and that is currently held by Mark Haskins. We have still got 3 more Extreme Measures first round matchups to go. With that in mind, the next contest is an Extreme Measures round 1 match set for 1 fall. Introducing first.
You're a little bit flustered tonight, Billy.
They won't let me talk.
Things aren't quite going your way, are they, on a number of levels?
I hate Ken, and this is why. This is exactly why I hate coming to Ken. I feel the urge to...
To what? Leave? Because, feel free. Anyway, the second first-round match in our Extreme Measures tournament.
Introducing first, making his way to the ring, the Vigilante, Johnny Moss.
Vigilante Johnny Moss, no stranger to a tournament situation is he, made the finals of that 64-man tournament, the British National Championship.
And he was the man that was robbed.
The
coming down the aisle, he is the human hate machine, Dave Morales!
Sorry, I was going to say, Billy, the pundits are predicting this man could be on the brink of stepping up to the top, the very top of British wrestling. But can he take a giant leap towards championship gold tonight in Swanley? I tell you, Dave Morales is a seemingly unstoppable steam train, and he is riding at full speed into Swanley tonight.
2 big men in this. This is the biggest match we've seen here tonight. Not in terms of, obviously, the biggest match will be later on in the final, but as far as the weight in the ring goes, these are 2 big men out here.
Yeah,
this is going to be all about the power.
It's like confining 2 bulls in a small pen and making them go at it.
Obviously, as big as they are, there is definitely a contrast in the size. I mean, you look at one man and he's toned, 6-pack, nice pecs, and obviously Morales has the moves. And if you weren't present on the IPW tour, moves equals man boobs.
Billy Lightning always wants to know about effeminate features on a male. This is Morales' second time in the Extreme Measures tournament, lost in the first round to Spud back in 2005. Debut in this tournament for Johnny Moss, although as I said...
I think Morales will continue down that road here. He set a nice little trend there when he loses again in a few minutes.
Speaking of trends, Morales hasn't lost a match in IPW since October. Developed an incredible winning streak, including wins against Martin Stone, Sabian, Doug Basham. So many great names on that list. This is why people are saying 2009 could be the year of the human hate machine.
Martin Stone not actually here tonight. Is that right, Dave?
No.
I'm happy to report.
Stone was so angry during that tour, still angry since, he's been angry. He hasn't been the same, quite honestly, since he was cheated out of the IPW title by Yeston Reese. And
I don't believe he was cheated out of any title.
He was cheated out of it back in October, and then, back in September it was now. And then, of course, again on the IPW tour just last week in this rematch. No wonder he's angry, and he's not here tonight.
As angry as Martin Stone was on that tour, I actually went past Martin Stone in the corridor, and he no longer seemed angry with me.
I think he'd just forgotten who you were.
I don't think so, Dave, because in the famous Martin Stone way, when I walked past him, he actually turned around to me and said, "All right, mate." And in Martin Stone's language, that kind of represents the fact that he no longer has any ill feeling towards you. I don't know what's happened, but maybe Martin Stone is seeing some sense in some way.
No, I think he was talking to me. I was standing behind you.
All right. Well, if you're standing behind anyone, they'll be able to see you, Dave. Being 7'3".
Yeah, that was a cheap shot.
But the fact is, there doesn't seem to be any problem there, so I'm not going to continue on with my war of words against Martin Stone. As far as I'm concerned, if he's not here, he's not here. If he's here, he's here. It's fine. I have no problem with the man.
Well, great.
Martin Stone, I hope you're listening.
Well, that was wonderfully insightful. Thank you for that. Morales to the ropes, and a shoulder block takes down Moss. You know, I think Morales does have the weight advantage slightly in this one.
Morales has the weight advantage on most people in IPW, but it doesn't mean he's got the skills or the talent to come across the man who, as you reported earlier, was in the final of that tournament. The tournament where he was. Well, let's just not mince words here. Let's just call it a fluke, Dave. Let's just say it was a fluke that this man isn't holding that All England Championship right now.
What a path to the final of that tournament Johnny Moss had. Beat El Ligero, the anarchist Doug Williams. Of course, he won the All England title in an epic against Sam Slam before finally losing to Terry Frazier in the final.
In what was simply a
great match, which Terry Frazier
Dave,
battled his heart out to win.
I told you 2 seconds ago, Dave, it was a fluke. I watched that match intently. I came out after that match, in fact.
How did your family take it? Billy?
That's just...
Sorry, that was childish. I'm sinking to your level.
It's not my level, Dave. You'll never be at my level.
No, I'll always be about 3 feet taller, right?
That's right. Big shot there.
You know, the smart money is on whoever wins this match to go on and win this entire tournament tonight.
That would be normally the case, but we have thrillers, of course, in this tournament.
Well, only one. Mark Haskins already through to the final. For those of you not familiar with the format, hang on a second, Morales with the cover, shoulder up. The format of this tournament, 4 quarterfinals, they're singles matches, and then of course the winners of those matches go into the fatal 4-way elimination match. The winner of that match will get a title shot against Yestin Reese a month from now.
How about the blueprint of British wrestling and the future A-lister Leroy Kincaid?
Well, Leroy Kincaid, another man in the tournament. In fact, the only man, as you see Johnny Moss gets the knees up, the only man in this tournament to have previously won it. There's been 3 previous Extreme Measures tournaments won by Super Dragon, Martin Stone and Leroy Kincaid, respectively.
As much as I'm enjoying watching this tournament unfold, and as much as I can't wait to see the conclusion of it tonight, at the end of the day, the man will just go on next month and face Yestin Reese, and Yestin Reese is irresistible and untouchable at the moment, and it will not result in a new IPW champion.
Yeah, Yestin Reese is completely untouchable when he's wrestling people who are under 150 pounds. You know, whenever I've seen him wrestle anyone more than that, he either cheats or runs away.
Now, what I want to know here, Dave, is what's the politics about here in IPW with the fact that the likes of Nick Oblivion was not allowed to enter the championship tournament in what would have been a dream match against unquestionably the 2 top stars, in my opinion, in IPW are Nick Oblivion and Yestin Reese. And of course, and LT Summers also was omitted from it. My A-list member.
Well, you know,
the 3 biggest stars.
If any of those 3 competed against each other, I think you wouldn't know who to kiss up to more, would you, quite honestly? So
Billy Lightning doesn't kiss up to anybody. What a match that would be.
That's because no one speaks to him. I notice you've got your box full of signed Billy Lightning photos as Moss leapfrogs and tries to grab Morales in a rear waistlock. Back elbows by Morales, trying to free himself here.
All those elbows connected. We can see it from our vantage point. They all connected, and he still wouldn't let go. That's a tough man out there. Oh, that's a big suplex.
Imagine the power it takes to suplex a man like Morales. This could be all. Morales able to power out.
Now, that wasn't some kind of side suplex or anything like that. That was a vertical, belly to belly, up in the air. He got him up and over. Can you imagine the power it takes? You can't, because you don't even go to the gym. But can you imagine the power it would take to do that?
I've heard about your gym. It's the kind of place where people just go and spend more time combing their hair than actually lifting weights. Guessing you're a member of a gym in, what, Knightsbridge or somewhere?
I'm not going to tell you, Dave, because I don't want you to come and embarrass me. Although it is...
What do you mean by outlifting you?
I pay £143 a month, Dave, and I don't think you'd get into my gym.
Yeah, that's more than I earn in a year.
It's a lot more than your own doing this, that's for sure. Until you can improve. And I've seen no improvement this week. I thought you were going to swat up this week. I mean, I'm not talking about these notes. Well, what do these notes even mean? Where's my podium?
I don't know.
I mean, my notes.
Where are your stooges? Anyway, let's get back to the action. Johnny Moss with a knee to the midsection of Morales, and the big man is down. You know, very few men can even take either of these guys off their feet. It's a testament to both of them that they've been able to get each other down. As Moss goes behind.
Well, Moss is more of a powerhouse, and we've seen him already lift Morales up off his feet.
And he forced him back to his feet there. I think he's going for that trademark German suplex, but again...
Morales is the bigger, but, I mean, I think the words Diet Coke brings to mind.
DDT by Morales!
Speaking of which, I could do with one.
Well, you sacked all your interns last week, and I wonder there's no one to get you one. As Morales goes for the cover.
They allowed me to be in the ring and be chokeslammed by Exodus.
That was classic. Absolutely classic. You know, I said on my column on IPWUK.com this week, I've been watching that one again and again this week. It's my all-time highlight.
That would explain the boring chants. Obviously, that was directed at your column.
I'm sure. Oh, Morales catches
the power
Moss.
bomb.
There's the power bomb. Gotta be all. And no, what? Yes, no. I think Moss got a shoulder up.
That's 2.
Well, this is
It's 2.5, but it's still not 3, and he's still in the match right here.
There's 2 real powerhouses here. Really laying it on the line.
Certainly Morales will have to question what he'll have to do here to maintain that undefeated streak that you referred to.
Morales going for the lariat. Chopped by Moss. If he'd hit the lariat, it would have been over.
Big slam.
Big slam by Moss. And hang on, I think Moss is going high. Moss going up high here. He's not used to being up there, but he hits a huge diving headbutt.
That's it.
Got the leg hook.
2.
No.
He hit that higher and better than I ever saw Benoit and Bam Bam Bigelow hit it, and still Morales is kicked out. When you've got that adrenaline, when you're on a roll, sometimes you're just unbeatable, and could that be the case here with Morales?
You know, Morales and Moss, both of them want to be the IPW UK champion so badly. I think they're putting that extra bit of effort in tonight. Perhaps normally they wouldn't have been able to kick out of some of these moves.
Again. What's he going for this time?
Oh, hang on. Morales catches him. Takes down the leg of Johnny Moss. This time, maybe. Morales with the cover. Shoulders are down. No.
That's a 2 again. What a match here.
And now what? Morales is... Hang on, he's positioning Moss here.
Morales, if he hits this, it'll be over.
350 pounds of human flesh down on Johnny Moss. And... again!
That was a running senton bomb there, Dave.
Well, you know, when Johnny Moss was in the British National Championship, he had trouble putting away Dan Head in a half-hour classic in the semi-finals, and now Moss is on the receiving end this time. But what resilience he's showing.
What's the time? Are we close to the time limit here, Dave? Will Mark Haskins progress?
Haskins already in the final as Moss finally hits that German suplex. And Moss he's holding on here. And again, a second one. You see Morales landing hard on his shoulders and neck. Great power. So, unbelievable show of strength, really is.
What I'm saying is, if Mark Haskins, if this match goes to a draw, then that's one less man for Mark Haskins to beat.
Yeah, I guess it would be if this one was a count out, a double count out, a double DQ.
And if all 3 of the next matches went to somehow, now Gilligan Gordon, are you listening? If somehow they were managed to go to a draw, time limit draws, double count outs, double disqualifications, then what would happen then, Dave? Would Mark Haskins automatically be the winner?
Gilligan Gordon, if you're listening, you're unbelievable. Oh, Morales going for that lariat again, and another German suplex.
Big suplex there.
Morales may have landed on his head, but no.
And again.
Billy, that had to be pure instinct. I don't know how on earth else Dave Morales kicked out of that one.
Both these men are running purely on instinct now.
The crowd getting behind Dave Morales, but he's got to be in severe jeopardy here. He's in dire straits against the Vigilante.
Big elbows there, trying to wear him down. Anybody that can hit the next big move surely will feel like they're going to come in. That could be the one.
Lariat by Morales. Leg is hooked. Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the match, the Human Hate Machine, Dave Morales.
Dave Morales, with a lariat from nowhere, takes down the vigilante Johnny Moss. And you know, it's got to be a shock in a way. I'm not shocked Morales has won,
And as a
but
result
Johnny
of
Moss
this
won't be
win,
in the final.
Dave Morales
Well, as I
goes
said
through to the
earlier, Dave,
four-way matchup at
once
the
you
end
get
of
that
the
momentum
evening
going,
to crown
sometimes
a
it
new
becomes literally
number one
impossible to beat you.
contender
I mean, I know
to
from
the
experience when I debuted
IPWUK
and I started with a
Championship.
victory here in IPW, I mean, there was no stopping me. I just couldn't stop winning. I became unbeatable. And that may be what's happening here to Dave Morales. It's certainly happening to our champion, Yestin Rees. A lot of people on IPW on a big roll, and there's a lot of matchups that I can't wait to see, possibly in the future.
Well, ignoring your lies about your own winning streak, you've got to think backstage, Mark Haskins has to be gulping in fear at the prospect of facing Dave Morales in the final.
Mark Haskins isn't afraid of anybody.
Great match between Moss and Morales here in Swanley.